Tarini is just a place where I put out my thoughts, my 2 cents on absolutely everything, and it's my excuse of podcast. Haven't spoken much about it on any of the social media platforms. What do you expect? Like, of course I like boys. Do you like me back? Liking somebody and them not liking you back. It's not worth it. Do not, ignore the red flag. Hi guys, I'm Tarinishah and welcome back to Tea with Tarini. The last episode came out like ages ago, just like everything else I do. For people who don't know what Tea with Tarini is, Tea with Tarini is just a place where I put out my thoughts. It's my 2 cents on absolutely everything, and it's my excuse of a podcast because I refuse to commit to a podcast because I really think I cannot, at least for now. So yeah. Hello. I really want to get back to this because I am feeling so much right now, and I was just like, you know what, if I am feeling so much, I'm sure there are like 100 other people being just as overwhelmed, and I just thought that this could be a safe space for all of us to just talk. I wanted to get back with a topic which I feel is, I haven't spoken much about it on any of the social media platforms, which is boys. So I think everybody knows that in my 19 years of existence, I do not have a boyfriend. Yes, but if you think that I did not like boys, you're thinking wrong, because I mean, like, 19 years. What do you expect? Like, of course I like boys. And I have seen a lot of things. Like, I've seen my friends go through a lot of relationship problems, like long distance, but there's like so much I've seen and I've felt, and I just thought we could talk about it. So yeah. Also, in this cup today we just have water because it's summer and it's really hot, and I can't switch on anything because that would affect the audio quality. And I'm wearing like a sweatshirt because I wanted to look cute. Let's just not talk about it. But yeah, today we are drinking water. Stay hydrated. Number one thing we're going to talk about is crushes. I feel when you have a crush, it's the best and the worst thing that can happen to you. The best part is you're feeling so good, you're feeling so happy, you're just always like bubbly. But the worst part is that you do not know what the other person is feeling usually unless you go and confront them, which I do not do. But if you've done it, literally, I can't. I feel the worst part goes down to all the confusion and all of like, do you like me back? Like, do you? Because I am confused and all of that. So I've been through a lot of crushes. When you have a crush, it just changes you, right? Like, you're just like, oh, like, I like you, like, you're the guy who just makes me feel things, but they aren't actually yours. And that's where like the shit hits you, because when you have a crush and when it is not known by the other person, things can either go really well or things can either go really bad. I have felt the bad as well, like liking somebody, didn't confront them, so I guess like I don't hold anything against them, but liking somebody and them not liking you back, that hits hard, because at that point you start questioning yourself, you doubt yourself so much, like, what was like my fault? Why didn't the person like me? Why was I not the person they chose? What's wrong with me? Like, where did I lack? But the thing is, not everyone you like is gonna like you back, and that's just a fact that hurts, but is so freaking true. And the sooner you accept it, I feel the better it is. And it is difficult to accept. Like, I've had a few crushes, okay, so over the period of time when you like someone else as well, I feel once you're hurt, the second time you think twice. And that has happened with me. Like, once I was hurt, the second time I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna give everything to a single crush. Like, it's not worth it, and especially if it's not reciprocated. You aren't getting that part of me. I just want you to remember that when you have a crush, do not, ignore the red flags. Like, don't be me. Like, think of the bad stuff while you're thinking of the good stuff. Like, think of why you can't be together, because most of the time you're thinking of how you should be together and how the future will be. But I think everyone's heard that you sometimes fall in love with the idea of the person instead of the person really. So I feel those are the times when I've done this. I've written about things. I have written about boys in like a book, and written about how they made me feel at a certain point, and every time they made me feel bad, I wrote about that as well, because that is something that you need to remember as well, especially when you have a crush, because a crush is something that usually turns out into a relationship. And a crush is also the stage where you ignore everything bad that the other person does, because you so want that crush to turn into something more that you ignore everything else. And yeah, one thing that I want to talk about is when you're feeling all these feels, when you are deep into like just wanting that happiness, craving that happiness, forgetting everything else, because you just want to feel what you see all these people feeling around you, like people who post like all those cute coupley pictures on Instagram, the Pinterest, and those cute compilation reels. Like, at this point you just want that so bad. You just want someone to love you so much that you forget everything. Like, you get so deep into those feelings that you might just lose yourself sometimes. And I felt that, like, I've at a point done everything for some other person who was just a crush. And I've done so much for them, and I've like given my time, given my presence, given my mental space to them, but it wasn't, number one, reciprocated as much, and number two, it wasn't respected enough. And I was just like giving so much of myself that after a point I didn't know what was left of me, like what I even was as a person. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but if it does, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that, because that can be a very big low in your life where you're just like everything for you is dependent on that one person, and it's just not enough for them, number one, and number two, just not worth it, because they do not feel the same way. And at this point, the other person is not at fault. No matter how much you want to be angry at the other person, I'm sorry to say, but the other person is not at fault. It's you who gave your all, and well, in the end of the day, they didn't ask for it. And you need to make sure that you are controlling yourself enough and not giving everything. And this, like, a few of my friends have taught me this, that do not lose yourself trying to please someone else. Like, print that on a t-shirt, man. At this point, nothing in this world is worth losing yourself for. Nothing. And yeah, I think with that we finished a lot of deep talks, and I think that's it for today's Tea with Tarini episode. Comment down below what your opinions are about boys, crushes, and feelings. I really would love to know, and comment down below what you would want me to talk about next on Tea with Tarini. And yeah, like, this is something new I'm doing, and I want to know your opinions and views about everything that I'm doing. Like, give me your critical views on this one so that I can make the next video better for you guys, because I'm new to this. You know what you want to watch, so just comment down below, and I will try my best to improve this, try my best to be consistent with it, because this is like that project that I really like, and I really want to continue. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is a safe space for you and me, for everyone on the internet, to talk about whatever they're feeling. And yeah, it was great to be here talking to you guys. I hope everything works out for you, no matter what you want to do. And if you are having a bad day, bad week, just know it all gets better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you right here. Bye.